Hello and welcome to this edition of Restructuring Trends. Our team is seeing an increasing number of distressed restructuring cases where the pension creditor has had a critical role. The key to unlocking value in these situations has been to address the company's pension fund as well as its capital structure and operations. Stephen, we've worked together on a lot of these cases before and you previously spent a number of years at the pensions regulator.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're seeing these types of situations and how do you see this evolving?
Okay, so the scheme universe is maturing fast. In the next 5 to 15 years, they're all going to be paying out peak cash flow to pensioners. The Pension Protection Fund is reporting that the same schemes are also very underfunded. It's going to cause quite a bit of stress for those schemes. DWP, pensions regulator, also talking about the fact there'll be about 1,000 schemes which will run into difficulties. So this provides an enormous opportunity for the informed investor.
I think that's totally right. I think the three of us see a lot of instances where companies are undervalued and lack investment because of the pension deficit. And so for the investors that know how, there are opportunities out there.
That's right.
So Dickon, given what Stephen has said, if a fund or lender is presented by this type of situation, either because they hold a position or they're considering an investment, what would you say to them?
Well, I think they need to understand what the options are around the pension scheme. And I think there are broadly three options. Firstly, can you carry on? Can you manage the liabilities long term and manage the cash flow needs of the scheme? I think secondly is potentially about right sizing the pension scheme so it's consistent with the size of the business, and that's what we saw recently on Tata Steel. And I think probably for the more stressed end of the spectrum is consideration of whether you need to detach the scheme from the business and therefore crystallise and remove that risk in a consensual manner.
Great. And the two of you have done this a number of times before. What would you say are your top tips for funds and lenders?
Well, to understand those options, clearly you're going to need to engage early to understand what options available to you, thinking about the maturity and the liquidity of the scheme.
And I'd add to that, it's a very flexible regime, still, despite the fact that we have a tougher regulator, and therefore a well-advised investor can be innovative and create a structure which creates value for all stakeholders. And I'd remind everybody that it's no longer taboo to restructure a pension scheme in these difficult situations.
Great, thank you both. So there you have it. We expect to see more and more of these situations, but don't be put off. There are opportunities to engage and unlock value. More information can be found on our Restructuring Trends website, and if you'd like to talk further, please do get in touch with either Stephen, Dickon or me. Thank you for watching.